Hello and welcome to another video from Laser Matrix Engraving. Welcome to this episode. Today, as you can see on the screen, I've got a file pulled up, and this is going to be done on alder wood. It's a plywood, 3-ply, and this file I got off of Thingiverse, and it's called Caged Flower. So that's what we're going to be attempting to do tonight. Okay, so you may be wondering how to get the flower to be engraved on both sides. And what I do for that is I simply select the object. I go to edit and copy, edit and paste. Okay, and then we're going to flip it so that we have two flowers that are opposite of each other. I think I just moved something. And that's all you have to do for the file. So I'm going to save that. Name it whatever you want. And then if you want to, yeah, we'll just do it like that. What this does allows me to reverse. Well, I'll show you. It'll be easier to show you. So what I did was I pulled off my sheet of alder that I was cutting out of, but I had left another piece underneath there so I could still see the markings. And if this hasn't moved, you should be able to just line it up with everything else. And then I'll take this one, flip it over, take the other one, hope I'm not in the way, take the other one and flip it over, and then hopefully that will engrave correctly. You can get it to where you can take down your board or do other things. I just did this kind of on the fly. just to kind of give you an idea. So we'll try this and see. I'll send over the engrave file. Okay, so there's the finished product. I had to turn off the air towards the end. I didn't have those flowers in the template very well, and the air assist started to pop it up. So towards the end of that engraving, I had to turn off the air, but it didn't flame up too bad. But so that's basically how I do it, though. You know, to get both sides. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is the finished product. It's engraved on both sides, and you know, if you take your time, you can actually do it a lot better than I did it. But just for the purposes of showing you how to accomplish this, this is what I do. And just use a template from the cutout of the shape of the flower, and you can do that with pretty much anything as long as it's a solid drawing. You could do it and that's the finished pieces, engraved and cut out. And next we'll put it together and see what it looks like. Okay, so we're at the point where we're putting this together now. And you could go and paint this up and everything, but for purposes today, we're just going to go ahead and put this together. And looks like I'm going to have a little bit of glue. Okay, so I started to glue this in now. I've got the flower glued in, and this is what the base is going to look like. Okay, now I'm starting to put on the four legs. And you can glue these. And I think what I'll do is once I get these in, I think I'll put a little glue around them just to kind of hold. And it's a pretty tight fit, but that's what I want. Okay, just like that. I'll have to adjust the height on these a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and put these on before I figure that out. It's a tight fit, but it moves up and down easily enough. So far, that's what we have. Our little caged flower. Okay, so the next part is putting this ring on the inner. And this is why I don't glue anything except for the flower until I get this figured out here. And with that, you can kind of see where you need adjustments with your other parts here. Let me work with this a little bit. But this is basically how it's going to go together. Okay, so now we've got this put together. Excuse me. And now we'll go ahead and put the rest of the cage together here. These are a little bit easier because they're just flush with the bottom of the plate, and then they go into the notch. This is going to be the difficult part, I think, because I should have, I don't know, we'll see. I might have to bend these out a little bit before. This is not for the faint of heart. This is where having petite fingers would come in handy. And voila, there it is, the caged flower. Now you could go on and apply paint to these. I just was doing this just as kind of a show as to what it can do. This is a 3mm plywood again, and the laser cuts right through it. No issue at all. One pass. Obviously, it's not very thick, but plywood does tend to be a little bit tougher to cut through because you've got glues to try and get through. So with that knowledge, 3mm, no problem. I know on this laser I can get through 5mm. But again, the glues in the plywood do cause an issue with the thicker. But anyway, getting back to this, this was a fun little project to do, and I think it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it, and you know, now I can go back if I want to and glue it or paint it. If I was a really good artist, I would paint it. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. So plywood is good. It was not too difficult. So again, this is a project that you can find on Thingiverse, and I would like to thank Miss Amisa, I believe that I'm pronouncing that correctly, for this fine piece of work here, for providing that. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the little project, and if you do have one of these machines or a laser machine and would like to know where I got the wood and everything, I can provide a link down in my down below. I'll provide a link to that. I got this off of Amazon, the wood, actually, so but it did turn out really good. The wood itself does not come warped. It's always really good stock. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining me, and look forward to the next little project. So plywood, cutting, engraving, thumbs up. Alright, see you at the next video.